Well, at least you got the solution.
Yeah, I know the
Weird
workaround.
as hell.
It's dumb. It's fine.
It's so stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
Nope. And it's like it used to not be a problem either until there was just some update where it was like, hey, now it's not going to work. Let's make sure my volume is off. There we go. Okay. Well, hi everybody. It's been a while, but here we are. We're back. It's great to see all of your beautiful faces, including Doogler's. Because Doogler can't be seen. Anyways, hi. It's good to be back. It's been weeks now, and sad that was the case. But we're here now, and I'm gonna just go ahead and pass it to Shae so she can get us rolling, and then intros and all that other good stuff.
Oh my gosh, hello everybody, welcome back. Hi everyone, I am Shae, or ShaeTheFay on Twitch and Twitter. I am the Dungeon Mistress here today for this game of Things from the Flood by 3 League Publishing. By far one of my favorite games ever to play. I have with me all of my wonderful players. For this season, third season of Caught on the Other Side from the Stillwater Chronicles, and I'm going to quickly bullet point over the principles of the flood, because I think it's a good idea to go over those just so we all know where we are. Number 1, everything changes, everything falls apart. Number 2, everyday life is full of demands, boredom, and conflict. Number 3, the mysteries are exciting but dangerous, and only you can stop them. Number 4, you are neither kids nor adults. Number 5, the game is played scene by scene. And number 6, the world is described collaboratively. So I'm not the sole storyteller here. I'm like the story driver. But everybody gets to add content to the story. This is, as it stated, very collaborative. Everybody please remember your X cards. If something gets a little bit too heavy or uncomfortable, you can slap that X card down. We will pause immediately and talk our way around it. This is meant to be a safe space in which we can explore some potentially darker themes without getting too uncomfortable. So, yeah. On that note, I would like everybody to go around the table and tell me who you are and who you're playing.
I'll start it off. Hi, I'm Rin. This is our channel, PartyWipeGames. Thanks for stopping by. I am playing Viviane Green, aka V, aka Beatrice, or B, while she is incognitus and in disguise. There wasn't any special questions, but I did remember on our way home that I probably killed somebody by hitting him really hard with a bat while they were pretending to be a monster. Hopefully he's alive.
I have a special question for you all.
Special question.
If someone was gonna die in the upcoming trouble,
oh no,
who would you hope it is?
That's a weird question.
All right, who would you least miss? Who would you hope it's not? Maybe that's a better question.
Which of you has not been nice enough to V in the last couple episodes? Who deserves to die?
I could even make it. I could even make it. Only include the NPCs that are with you. Who would you hope lives?
Of the NPCs. Of the NPCs, who do I want to not die? Okay.
You can only pick one.
And only pick one. Okay. So
if you could save one.
If I could save one. Well, considering this season, V doesn't like any of the NPCs that they've run into, they can all burn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my honest answer. She doesn't like any of these NPCs she's run into this season. She would not lose sleep over anybody tragically dying. That's probably a better way to put that. Popcorn to Doogler.
Okay, hey everybody, I'm Doogler93 on Twitter and Twitch. I stream art and games. I am also playing Joanne Campbell, the Lone Wolf. And so my first instinct was to say Kevin because he's growing as a person. But then I remembered I'm facing off against Olin at the moment, and Joe wants to save her, so I'm going to say Olin.
Oh, that's unexpected. Okay.
Surprise
And
twist.
Popcorn is honest.
Hi everybody, I'm Zaunis, not safe for work artist, tabletop RPG artist on Twitter and tumblr.com/Zaunis, and I'm playing Lydia Tinsley, the once snob, now hacker. And God, I think I might have to copy B's answer. Lydia's not invested in any of. I mean, if we're talking the NPCs that are specifically in the room with us, there's no investment there, especially because Lydia came to this place to like stop them from bullying everybody, and then now they're all just having like buddy times and swap and spit and stuff. So it's like, I think Lydia's just even like less invested in them, even mad possibly. But Hugh has to live.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
I didn't include Hugh because I treated
Yeah,
it as
he's
the
not-
current NPCs here.
Yeah, that's why I was like, of the NPCs in this room, fall over. I don't care. But don't hurt the bean.
Don't hurt our god bean.
If I truly have to pick one, though, I would probably say Kevin. And popcorn to Pat.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pat, aka Spider Queen Long. You can find me on the interwebs under that name, various places. And I'm playing Tracy, the party gal. Actually, it does not look like any of our faces are shown on the screen at the moment. I'm not sure what that might be to you.
Is it not showing up? Hold on.
I don't know.
No, it isn't. Okay, I made sure.
Mystery.
I made sure
It was a
everything was
second
working.
ago.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, it was a
there.
second ago, definitely. I remember that.
So
Hello!
interesting. All right.
So, yeah, let's see. So Tracy's pretty cool with all the NPCs
Nope, still
that
doing it.
she was immediately hanging with. But she's probably not too emotionally attached to the motherfuckers who were trying to beat us all down or intimidate us just now. That got beat down. Sorry. So, yeah, probably one of those two. I forgot their names, but those two can die.
Three of them.
All I care.
Two were just
I'm
the
not,
zombies. One was the lead.
I'm not sure why it's doing this, but it's being problematic again. So, if you see it go down, I'm just flickering with it right now because it's not supposed to do this. When I tell it to go to full screen, it's supposed to just stay and not be problematic. But if I open up my window, it will disappear, and it shouldn't be doing that because that's the whole point of the pop out is so I don't have to keep making sure that it's open. Yeah,
That's insanely frustrating. I will popcorn to Tiffany or Sin rather.
Hey y'all, I'm Crimson Galaxy, and that is Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. My pronouns are they, them, she, and they, and I'm playing Tiffany Piffany, the Seeker, who is kind of just a monster fucker and wants to find good cryptids to be friends with and potentially have relationships with. And I decided that I'm going to answer your first question. If someone has to die, who would I miss the least? Myself. Because
Hold on.
I don't think Tiffany actually holds a ill will towards anyone, even if they are bullies.
I'm gonna Phoenix Wright objection that and throw a new question at you instead because I had one as soon as you said monster fuckers. So if Tiffany Piffany had to lose her virginity to any kind of monster, what monster would she pick?
Oh,
Yeah, because that's where my head went.
That's a real question,
know.
honestly.
I'm gonna have to go straight up. Loch Ness monster, Nessie,
shit.
all day.
The old Nessie. All right.
Where's Jermaine? This isn't fair. Jermaine had a chance.
All right. right.
I know she didn't get a chance already.
Mhm.
She remembers more than she let on. She sneaks
Oh,
back
God.
into the foundation.
Well,
mean, you
I
know.
don't recall. Was Jermaine the one that got lifted up by a tongue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
So was
Jermaine
Joe.
and
She had
Yeah.
her awakening with the tongue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to forget. But
Yeah,
the
that is
mind
hard
might
to
forget, but
forget.
the body
Like,
remembers.
Mhm.
my cheeks definitely reddened in that moment that was described.
I need
That
to
was
make a
great
note.
scene.
Yeah, that was a good scene. All right, so this is gonna be a fun day because I can't seem to, do it without that messing up. So we're just gonna fuck it and do it live because every time Discord updates shit, it gets worse for some reason. So
They have to make an update so that they can make updates for the update.
it's just really obnoxious to have to leave.
We're gonna
these
put an
up.
update. In
I
your
have two. I have
update
two
while you're
monitors so
getting
that I
up
can be
so
using
you
my
can
computer.
update.
It's like I have two monitors for this reason, so I don't have to leave stuff open. But now I have to dedicate an entire monitor to your beautiful faces, which isn't as horrible as it sounds, but I still have to look at myself, and then I become conscious about it, and it's a problem. Anyhoodle,
You're gorgeous.
thank you, darling.
You are
You're
gorgeous.
you're legally required to say that because we're married, but it's fine.
Well, you and I aren't married, and I think you're gorgeous.
we aren't married in the eyes of the Lord, but
Mm.
you know.
You're
Yeah.
cute.
Aw, thank you.
Or no,
You're
we're
all
not
cute.
married in the eyes of the law. We're married in the eyes of the Lord.
That's true.
Mm.
Something to that
Eyes of the
effect.
mistress.
Mhm.
Uh,
A mistress on my salary.
More
yeah,
likely
wait for
than
that
you
pay
think.
raise.
More likely than you realize. Yeah.
Yeah. So, last time, you all had been hanging out in the abandoned asylum, with the intent to stop basically playing a game of chicken with the bullies. Some of which turned out to not be as bad of people as they were previously.
Debatable.
And also having while also you all have become invested in various strange happenings in this asylum, a place that was said to have been the center of many urban legend or ghost stories revolving around a occurrence that happened nearly about 2 years ago. One that might not be so steeped in falsehoods after all, since it does seem to have a very weak veil between here and what you know as the shadow of failed realities on the other side. That being said, something seems to have drawn the attention of someone else. A figure in a hoodie and a mask that looks like it was crayon drawn, given a smiley face. In this moment of exploring this asylum, one of you had been going through the room where she was apparently kept for a period of time. Tiffany, you glance up just in time as Joanne shouts for you to move and charges someone. You catch sight of this figure in the mask, drawing what appears to be a very wicked-looking knife. we are going to dive right into trouble. But I think the scene picks up as Joe goes to tackle this figure, this masked figure, tilts their head towards them, and before colliding, as you go to collide, it is a strange sensation. For a moment, you think you feel them, and you probably do, but in the next moment, you're grasping nothing but the padded wall where there is a drawing of that smiling face. But you do hear, all of you hear laughter from different points. It sounds like the same laughter, but like it's coming from everywhere. Just a giggle. And all the speakers that should not be working, crackle on, and some music begins to play. And Sweet Dreams begins to play.
Oh no.
God damn it.
And as it does, you're fine. Keep adding to the ambience. There are shadows of this figure kind of walking along the walls or on the floor, everywhere. All of you can see this, and it's different shadows of the same person, all seeming to move on their own. We are going to enter danger or trouble with a capital T, and I scrolled too far.
Now it's stuck in my head.
Same.
Made of these who went by to disagree.
Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody looking for something.
Today's the
Some
musical
of them
episode.
want to use you. Some of them wanna be used by you.
Sorry.
So I declare the stakes. What's at stakes? If you happen to fail,
More music.
more music. There's always going to be more music.
There's always going to be more music.
If you fail, someone or some people may die, and your sanity is also at stake here. Threat level. We're going for the third threat level, 5 times the number of teens. This is a dangerous place and a dangerous person. Part 3. Make the plan. What are you all doing? There is someone with a knife. I feel like as these shadows are going by, you all just hear the sound of this knife kind of dragging along the hallway wall as the shadows like all run in that direction, and seem to join up with this one figure as they step out of the hallway.
Hey, I don't, if this is another one of your tricks, all right, this isn't funny anymore.
Not a trick.
So, I was gonna say the same thing. Who the fuck is that?
Owen.
Wait,
Tiffany
you know who this
stepped-
is? What the fuck?
Yeah, we need to go.
Steps forward and is like, "Are you Ona?"
Oh my god.
I get that reference, but no.
The head just kind of like tilts a little bit, and several of her
Wait, is
shadows
that not the
branch
name
off.
that we got?
No, Olwyn.
Olwyn. I
O-L-
wrote that down right.
Yeah, Olwin or Wyn.
So,
I wrote that down wrong then.
Run!
yeah.
Well,
Several of the shadows.
Alma is the girl from that video game that was also in an asylum, and she had psychic powers and a knife and killed a bunch of people. So you're not off the mark. It's just
Oh, I said Olna. I wrote down Olna.
I heard Alma,
and-
which was the scary killer ghost girl.
Yeah, fair. Where the fuck did my pen go?
So, is there any way we can fight this, or is this a ghost?
She went into.
I'm trying to figure out
she
how
went into the
tech
walls.
can help in this situation.
Well, from what I picked up when I was doing all of this investigating while y'all were off like kissing or whatever, she didn't die. She just killed a bunch of people.
Oh, so she's just insane.
Three people.
that's
And
the
she went on the other
issue,
side.
though. That's the issue, though, right? Because she wasn't actually insane. She was just like all of us and had experienced a bunch of adventures with her group of friends. And then when she opened up about it, they locked her in here and put her in like solitary confinement for like years.
And
the
now
point
you see
where-
why
This is a great discussion, but shouldn't we be running?
Yes.
Yes. Great exposition, but time to go.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll run.
All right, what's the plan? What would you all like to roll?
It sounds like we're running.
All right.
Is everybody running?
Is everybody running?
Does anybody have
I
a TI-83? Because that's about all I can do.
I kind of trail behind and I need to comprehend somehow, like understand how she's coming at us.
Can I make mine a lead to like lead people out?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll steer people in the right direction.
Why do I want to be an idiot?
Because your character wants to be an idiot.
Yeah,
Because your character wants to fuck.
Gosh, I have all this information and a +2 on the roles that I have forward that pertain to this information. So I'm really contemplating not just running because that's not doing anything with the information.
Whatever you're rolling is going to add to a pool to try and make that success mark.
Mhm.
And keep in mind, you all need 25 successes.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah,
can
so
reasonably
do what you do best.
Yeah, and if you can reasonably come up with a way that one of the NPCs can help you, you can add a +1 with them.
Well, what I do best is investigate, but I don't see how that would help.
I see only
Well, I mean,
one.
that wasn't like a 1-for-1 command. It's just like,
I would say
if you're trying to pick.
there is very much a how can I get into, out of, or past something. If you want to figure out how to get past the dangerous murder girl, I would argue that you can use investigation that way.
I think I know what Lydia might do.
My second best is empathize, and tied for third are both sneak and move.
I can see all of those being used.
Comprehend.
If we are running, I think Lydia would like to attempt to program manipulate any of the electronic lock doors, considering somehow the sound system has popped on, so there must be some sort of residual power. Even if it is ethereal, there has to be something jolting it.
Okay.
An attempt to maybe just bar their passage as we run.
There appears to be some phantom energy going through.
I think that's my best attempt, because I'm terrible
Alright.
at everything else.
You know what? I think I have to empathize. I have to empathize. I'm gonna take a beat and empathize.
Okay. So
Okay,
how?
to me.
So how are you
Okay.
how are you helping with the sympathize? Are you just trying to figure out what her intent is, who she's going to be going for, that kind of thing?
Well, first off, I don't want to seem like I am one of the people who used to work here before she killed all of them. So I'm not gonna approach her like you would approach someone in the midst of a psychotic break. I am going to approach her somewhat more friendly than that, and I just want to hey,
You want to seem like you're not a threat or a problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing at the same time as trying to understand her motivations for coming back here, trying to understand why she's attacking now through the empathy that I'm feeling for her.
Okay. So we have an empathize, we have a lead, we have a tech.
I was
program.
moving.
Sorry?
Move body.
Move body. Doogler, what were you doing?
Comprehend. Figure out how she's doing the shadow shit.
Okay. So I'll say we'll do it'll be I'll say it'll be Tracy, then it'll be Tracy, V, Sin, or Tracy, V, Tiffany, Lydia, then Joanne. You may make your rolls, and we can play out the scenes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, good start.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and use my iconic item bonus, even though the iconic item's not going to come into play because I have that +2.
You're +2 forward, yeah.
Empathize.
It's a 0.
Yeah, that's a 0.
All right, I'll have to,
Push it.
do the thing, push it real good. Well, I'm obviously scared.
I would hope
Just
so.
go ahead and mark that. And reroll.
All right. Puts us up to 4 successes.
That's me next, y'all.
It's you next.
Oh God, why did I put move? I have no points in there. Ah. Do we see Olwen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm deviating from the plan.
Okay.
Because making sure nobody dies means protecting my friends. So she is just going to... she probably had dropped the bat after she had viciously assaulted one of these kids in mid-discussion. So as we start to run, she does the cool thing where she stomps down on the bat. It goes flipping into the air. She catches it in the air, does a quick little twirl, and then she charges at Olwen.
Okay.
She's gonna do like
Oh,
she's gonna do a Xena battle cry and go right for it because it's the 90s.
I was gonna try to talk to her, but all right.
Now I'm gonna
do
go
both.
beat the fuck out of this psycho.
I choose violence.
I woke up and chose violence. That's usually V's answer. 2 successes.
2 successes. All right.
Mm.
I would like roll from Lydia and then from Joanne.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need 2 more rolls because I didn't include the bat.
I will wait.
3 successes.
3 successes.
Hey.
Glad I remembered.
Okay, Lydia, please. 1.
1.
All right. We're up to 8.
I'm gonna have to push. That is a lot of.
Is Lydia the last one of ours, or
Joanne
Up
is.
to 8, and we need a total of 25.
25?
Yeah.
So we won't even make halfway. Okay.
If you do need to make halfway to get to the next round. So you do need at least 13 to keep moving. Because if you don't make halfway, then everybody takes a scar.
I haven't clicked my shame yet this adventure.
Should I wait for Joe to roll, or should I take a condition?
Me personally, I usually like to wait until everybody rolls, and then I'm like, okay, we don't have enough, I'll re-roll.
Okay.
But you can re-roll whenever you want.
Okay, I'll wait for Joe then.
Can I use the extra dice I got from the chill felt familiar on the other side of the asylum thing?
From what?
The chill felt familiar might be related to the other side of the asylum. From
Oh, do you have a forward?
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Okay. 2 successes.
Nice.
So that's 10.
That's 10. Anybody like to re-roll?
I will reroll.
I will also re-roll, and I'll probably mark scared as well.
I already re-rolled and only got 1 total.
I'll reroll as well.
Oh, come on, Lydia.
I will also re-roll.
Yep, that figures.
Oh!
Oh god, what'd that put us at? 12?
That puts you at 12. Did everybody re-roll?
There's 3 more.
There it is. Oh, thank god. Okay.
All right, so that's 15?
That's 15, yeah.
15. Okay. All right. So I think as this plays out, Tracy, you start leading everybody, telling them to get moving, and start running away from this figure. The music continues to play. Some of them want to abuse you, and Tiffany, you're trying to figure out what she's about and trying to show.
I'm
that you're-
legitimately just trying to talk to her.
Yeah,
I'm legitimately being like, hey, it's all right. It's all right. No one here wants to keep you here. No one wants to hurt you. We're all good. There's no need to do to us what you did to them. We're not them.
And that's when V's bat goes swinging for her head.
yeah. As you're saying this, you see in her demeanor that everybody here is in a place that has brought her pain, and she does not like people digging that up.
Oh, so it's entirely my fault. All right, cool.
Not exactly. It's
My violence is probably not helping. It's fine.
it's not your fault. It's the fault of what has happened to her, and this place holds a special place in her heart for hating.
She was messed up well before we made it worse.
So let's say that answers the how does she feel portion of my 2 questions. Or no, I did empathize. My other question.
She feels crazy.
What will she do?
Stab.
All
right, let's continue.
She will murder.
Over the intercom just goes shank, 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 senora, shanking all the time.
Oh no.
But you do make enough of a connection that she seems to disregard you a little bit, and then V goes swinging. You feel a connection with the bat as she brings the knife up. There is a very forceful clatter and some sparks, and something a little strange happens. There seems to be like a splatter of something wet that falls from the connection. and as you swing, she steps back a little bit and starts to disappear in the shadows again. As she steps back, with V having made some room, Lydia, you start hacking into whatever phantom power is feeding this area, and are able to shut one of the doors on her. And there's like a little window on the other side, and the mask kind of peers through and then steps back. And then there's the knife goes straight through the metal, very surprisingly, and disappears again, and then stabs the door again, slowly carving a way through. As that's happening, there are a few of her shadows that are kind of walking along the wall on the other side of the door, just kind of giggling. Joanne, you're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. As you're watching, you see her moving like she's going through different points in time. Somehow she has found a way to, for lack of a better term, step between dimensions. And you only know of one thing that you've seen do that before.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2. You all start to run and make some distance as the music plays. Are you all just heading to escape?
That's what Tracy's trying to get us to do. Fuck this.
I was making room for everybody.
Yep. There is a price to pay going into this next round.
Fuck me up, fam. Oh, well, I was gonna say, since I was the closest to her. I
rolled
two.
the most.
I had 2.
I had 5.
I only got 1.
Zaunis
as well.
was 1.
So Lydia and Tiffany rolled the least.
Mm-hmm. I can volunteer to take it since I was in front of her.
I would like one of you to tell me who gets hurt. It can be one of the NPCs.
Oh, well, fuck those guys.
If it's the NPCs, then you both have to choose someone.
Ooh.
The guy that's already got a concussion?
Okay.
I was gonna say me because I was right in front of the door that she stabbed through. But
Oh.
You can still choose you if you want.
logistically, it would make sense. I was right there.
Okay. All right. So as this plays out, as the knife goes through, there's you feel the blade make a connection before you're able to move away. There is a trickle of blood and something else kind of mixed in with it. It looks like the dark water. And you hear whispering, one of the shadows kind of that's near you whispering, "A variant. I hate variants." And you all begin to run again, and as you all are moving, the sound of the door creaking forcibly open as you all make some difference is heard down the hall. And the guy who has the concussion is just starting to come to. His friends are dragging him, but one of the shadows kind of reaches up and grabs one of the limp ankles, and as he's kind of waking up. He's like, "What's going on?" And the knife comes down on him and carves into his leg. Question for who rolled the highest?
I was one of the people who rolled the highest.
I had 5, so
Yeah, we were tied, I think.
From you two, does he die?
I mean, yeah, it feels like he should die. What do you think?
I'm gonna say no. He's stabbed in the leg, not.
There's a major artery in the leg.
Yeah, I mean, it would also raise the stakes.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d6.
Yeah, the unfortunate side is there's a major artery in the leg where he can
Yeah.
come
Highs or lows?
High.
Is that not die or die?
from. Yes.
Hope for highs.
Aim high.
Femoral artery. Yeah.
He's still alive.
Yay!
All right.
So the knife goes in, and he screams in pain as it looks like the shadows are kind of hanging on to him, while Olwen has stepped up and just jabbed this knife into him to hold him in place. Round 2, what's everyone doing?
Electric Boogaloo, more the same.
Is bleeding out an option?
No.
Actually, no. What I think Tracy, seeing that 2 people have been injured, she's going to leave leading the group out to Kevin, and say, get them to safety, and then she's going to run back, and she's going to, so, correct me if I'm
Kevin's
wrong.
probably helping his friend.
Yeah, okay, good. I was gonna say I was torn between helping Lydia or the random guy with a leg injury. But if Kevin's helping his friend, I'm going to make sure that the other fuckers are running and or helping him. And
Or no, maybe he's trying to get his girlfriend out. I don't know.
He's helping their group. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's going to rush to Lydia and see if she can't. So what sort of way she's gonna like, Lydia, and then she's gonna be like, I mean, fuck, and I forget your name.
Shouting
I
down the hallway.
definitely didn't just accidentally say your name.
Whatever your name is.
God damn.
Stupid.
Person
you
who I
okay?
don't know.
Lydia's just gonna do like the zip mouth thing as she's clutching her abdomen and like hobbling, and just like, I'm fine.
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
So she's gonna rush back and try and like help her hobble out. Would this be a move or a force body? Because I imagine she's going to like literally just like scoop herself underneath and like soldier carry away sort of deal.
This would be a move body.
Okay.
Can you get a bonus because Lydia's a freaking potato?
Well, I accidentally hit the button already, but carry on, everybody who's making decisions.
God, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm so out of options. How the hell can I use Tinker, Program, or Calculate?
Calculate the fastest route out.
Calculate doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's the ability to know how technical objects work and how to use them.
I mean, if you don't have the thing, go for what works the best in the situation.
Because the thing is, I've got 2 conditions right now, and the only things that are higher than a 2 on my sheet is Program and Calculate. I have nothing in body. And I don't think I can justify much more to manipulate here.
Maybe you could have, maybe with your technical skills, you could have Roku doing something.
It's true, but that also runs the risk of probably them finding us.
I mean, that's a risk.
We are in dire state.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
thematically dire situations. It could like plot us out the fastest escape route or something with its computational algorithms.
Yeah, I guess I'll attempt that. It's the best I can do. I'll see if Rokai can read any of the systems here and find a. Actually, yeah, that could probably work because if Rokai could see where the electrical systems are, it could probably find the nearest like emergency exit because it'd be on the power grid. So that what would that be? A calculate or manipulate this program? I think that's calculate. That's adorable. Okay. Is it my role or?
Yeah, it would be your role.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were waiting.
Oh, are we still announcing or are we rolling?
I think
However you all want to do it, as long as I get a roll from each of you.
I always accidentally roll first, so you know I didn't mean to set the precedent there. But if you want to,
Oh. Yeah, I accidentally rolled because I have the drag roll on.
Okay. All right, so you're finding a way. You're trying to compute your way, trying to find the quickest route out of here.
Yeah. If there's like a secret back entrance through employees only or something like.
Okay. And then so that's Tracy and Lydia. How about the rest of you?
Joe is gonna be trying to beat defense with her axe.
Okay.
That's my plan too, then. Because if Lydia is getting helped by Tracy, then the two of us can be in the back, keeping everyone safe.
I am gonna say Joe's not trying to kill. She's just trying to disarm, then knock down and lock.
I'm just a swinging.
All right, that'll be a force body from both of you.
3.
Very nice.
And 1.
All right. What's Tiffany doing?
Well, I don't really have a lot I can do. I think I'm just gonna run.
You can run. You can try and convince her to back off now that you're further out.
Well, you see, that's the problem, though. I have a 0 in charm.
Mm-hmm.
That would normally mean I just get heart, which is 4 dice, but I currently have 2 conditions checked.
That's fair. So you just want to do a move body?
Yeah, I think so.
You're doing the classic, run, bitch, run!
Yeah, I'm just gonna move body and not get any successes.
I would like to
be
push.
that way.
everybody fails.
Alright, so I
Alright,
guess
so
I
one,
will
four,
click injured, so make sure to hurt me,
Okay.
and I will roll again. One success.
All right, we're up to
Oh,
6. Who else
God.
wants to? Or I'm sorry, we're up to 21. Who else wants to roll?
All right, I'm gonna re-roll if given the opportunity.
Yep.
All right, gonna put upset and let's give it another go. Fuck me! Oh, I'm gonna get really badly injured, aren't I?
I'm taking off injured and trying again. Fine. Can I trigger my scar for a success?
What is your scar?
Who moves you? Did she got it when just fighting what's his face, and then she felt someone grab her and move her?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think shames are really gonna come in handy right about now.
So that would put us at 22,
Yeah,
I think.
because
Are we that high?
we were
We were at
15 before, and we
15.
got
Got 6
7
more.
now. 7 more. Okay.
7 now. So yeah, 22.
Okay. Has everybody else re-rolled?
I have not.
I'll mark exhausted and go again. You know what? I'll mark injured because that makes more sense if we're playing defensively. Oop. One more.
Hey,
23.
23.
Also mark injured, because I actually am.
Because you is injured.
Yeah, and try one more. Calculate right. Yeah.
Oof.
Is there anyone left?
Man, all of our luck ran out. What the fuck?
Okay.
So, who rolled the least?
Not
I had
me.
0 successes.
Throughout the entire
Overall.
encounter, I've only had 2 successes, so it's probably me.
Oh, are we talking overall, including last?
Overall.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
the.
okay. Well, then I have 5s.
I think it's me and Tiffany tied again, because I only got 1 again, so that's a total of 2.
Can anyone use their shames?
I could, but if I
I
use
can
my
make one
shame-
last emotional plea because I haven't used my shame yet this season.
I could use my shame, but it's probably going to alter the course of interactions.
Well, if you get one more success, then it just takes 2 who's and if it's your Krim, you guys both have 2 conditions.
I've
I
got
have a good idea for how to use
Whoever-
my shame in this
so-
situation.
Yeah.
Would you want to do yours, or do you think it would be okay for me to do mine?
Let's put it this way. If Lydia does her shame right now, considering the circumstances of what has happened in this trouble, y'all are probably going to be dealing with something pretty bad.
Okay. In that case, I will use my shame, which is people think I'm weird.
All right. Hang
And
on,
that
everybody. I want to pause real quick. Ren, can you mute us?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking thematically, but I don't really want to cause problems for the
Okay.
group.
We back. Unmuted, so everyone's aware.
All
Okay.
All right, cool.
We good.
So what me using my shame looks like is like legitimately one last plea with her to let us go. And I think she's just gonna like try to get in front of all of her friends so like only she could be targeted. And she's just gonna be like, people think I'm weird too. They don't understand. And I'm really sorry that you had to go through all the things that you had to go through. That's really, really hard. But please, stop hurting my friends. We'll leave you alone. We'll get out of here. We'll do whatever you need. Just stop hurting them.
Okay. How many conditions does Tiffany have?
Currently, 3 are marked.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen then. As the scene is playing out, who was it? Who was it that has the knife in their leg right now?
I believe that was Lydia.
No, it was like
Oh,
It was the discussion board.
it was either Chad or Chet. I forget who. It was one of them. But he's kind of screaming, and in the moment that while Tracy's carrying Lydia out and Lydia's giving a quick lead, both V and Joanne come in with the bat and axe respectively. Something weird happens as you both kind of swing down trying to fend this figure off. I'm gonna say Brent also tries like swinging at this figure as well. Probably just grabs some scrap to swing at her. But when she starts to move, she moves in every direction, and there appears to almost be 3 different figures of her that are all defending herself from the axe, the bat, and the scrap that's all being swung at her. But the knife comes up and starts to protect herself, and it's weird. It's not like you see her physically split. It's like different timelines of her have split. And it's a little odd to see, but you start swinging and you hear just subtle whispers coming from her. That's what I expect from an engine. And Joanne, you hear the figure in front of you kind of whispering, saying, it's sounding a little bit more curious, like another composer. And in that moment, you feel the presence of Binks putting hands on you, and as she's jabbing at you again, the knife stops, and the head tilts, and she backs away, and her figure vanishes from you. And as Tiffany steps forward and starts calling out, the figures of her all seem to like back up, and one stepping in front of the other, and then they're physically just one person again. And then you feel, Tiffany, you feel you feel like someone near you. I would like you to tick your last condition.
2 more conditions? Alright.
No, just the last one. Because you said you had 3.
Yeah, okay, so
Take your 4th one. You're
Okay.
not broken yet.
Alright.
But you feel you feel as she steps back in the shadows, another shadow of hers steps out, and she's beside you, and you can feel the knife close to your skin. And she says, "I like you," and then leaves a small cut on you, just enough to draw some blood. And she says, "I'm taking this," and steps back.
I like you too.
And she's gone.
All right.
You all have run to the entrance of the asylum. You are able to leave if you wanted. But it seems that through your cumulative efforts of fending her off and trying to connect with her has dissuaded her from finishing what she started.
Thank God for that.
Chet's on the ground like, "Guys, I'm bleeding a lot."
Jesus Christ.
Well,
You're
have to get outta
probably
here.
gonna die.
We need to get
I'm
No,
gonna
not
die.
helpful.
what the fuck?
Just being
Um,
honest. Sorry.
You should
Tracy's
get a tourniquet
gonna,
on his leg first and then get up to a hospital.
She
Yeah.
said she was gonna leave us alone now, so we can get out of here. We do need to get him in. We need to get him somewhere they can take care of that.
Agreed. Let's go to a hospital. You should still
Claudia-
get your parents' insurance.
Claudia kind of like holding close to Kevin is like, "Guys, who the fuck was that?"
I have no fucking idea.
The psychotic kid
Oh,
that was
and
held
the
here.
girl who all the stories about here are about, that was legitimately her. She was someone who
The
got
ghost is
caught
fucking
up.
real?
Well, not
Yeah.
ghost,
Was she a
apparently.
ghost?
I don't think she was a
I
ghost.
thought
She
was just
didn't
an
die
insane
here.
person. But apparently she is here, so yeah, we gotta fucking go.
What was she doing all that shit?
I do not know, and I do not want to, and we cannot talk about it.
V
No
is
one
going
will
to
believe
check on
us
her girlfriend.
or-
If we talk about it too much, she might come back. So let's just stop.
Ah, shit, is this a Beetlejuice thing?
Well, she's my friend now, and she doesn't want people talking about her. So we have
I'm
to.
not sure that's how friendships work.
She said she likes me, and I said I like her, so that means we're friends.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, you sweet summer child. Lydia, are you God, fuck. Are you all right? Now I'm doing it. Talia, are you all right?
Just for that, I'm just gonna say there's a big ass gash across Lydia's abs, and it's just black water bubbling like pop rocks.
She's gonna think. She's gonna think fast. Vodka. Do we have vodka?
Vodka, yes!
This is going to hurt. She's going to upend it. She's going to put it at Lydia's lips first so she can drink, and then she's going to dump the vodka over the injury.
Please give me something to bite on first.
Here's a cork.
Here's my arm.
Oh, hot.
I'll take the cork because I think I might actually rip.
You'll probably bite through, yeah.
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 So I'll take the cork.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's Joe's axe handle because she awoken the friend.
Mm,
No.
lovely.
The cork,
Oh, that
the
shit's
cork to
metal.
bite. Yeah. Oh, okay.
One thing I will say that you notice about both the bat and the axe, and probably whatever scrap was being used, there are weird, like little, not dents so much as weird carvings, something that a normal knife should not have done.
So it's like
Oh,
cut
like,
into.
That's the stuff. Etching. That's the word.
There is etching in it. It doesn't look so much like acid per se, but like parts of it have disappeared. Little bits.
Did that happen to my tum tum?
It's the free cosmic horror liposuction.
She's already 80 pounds wet at best. She doesn't need any more of that.
No. But what happens when I upend this vodka over her
Cleans the
injury?
wound.
Okay, good. None of that. None of that. Thanks. Just get you good.
Cool. Then if nothing happens,
Gonna,
scream to the heavens
yeah.
and just flop back.
Just let it out, buddy. Let it out.
Probably do the same for chat.
I feel bad for her.
I don't. She almost killed us.
Yeah, but it wasn't her fault she wound up like that.
It wasn't her fault she tried to kill us. I'm not discounting. I'm not discounting the point that you make that she is a victim of circumstance, but she is still choosing to actively try and hurt us.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is making her do that.
Yeah, and nobody hurts my friends and gets away with it.
Yeah, I draw the line at me and mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very glad that this worked and we have a chance to get out of here. So let's take that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's take that small victory and go.
Let's
Did
get
you empty
people
that whole
some
bottle on me?
treatment for their wounds.
Tracy has more.
Hand it over.
Yeah, you get her her little plastic bottle now.
I'm just gonna fucking empty it and just pass it back to you.
I'll get more later in the week. You deserve that.
Sorry.
No, don't you dare apologize to me, bitch.
It stabbed through a door. I'm
You-
amazed I still have organs.
God, you thought you were gonna die.
You only caught the tip of the knife.
It's always just the tip. That's what they say. Babe, you want the princess carry?
I'm okay, Tracy. I'm okay.
Tracy, harumph.
I'm just. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop up on B's back, like the little kid carry.
Mhm.
All right. And you all start to. You all are just leaving the area.
Yeah, it just sounds like
Yeah.
there's not much else we can
Yeah.
Chet has had their leg tourniquet, and they are carrying him out as well. Everybody.
Take him to a
more than
hospital.
happy.
Don't explain how this happened.
do.
At least
None
don't
of us
mention
want to
us.
get in more trouble than we already are.
Lydia just pulls out.
Kevin looks over and is like, "What the fuck are we supposed to tell them?"
Lydia's gonna
He was
pull out
mugged.
a glass.
Yeah, he was mugged. Exactly. He's a rich white guy. You know, just.
I
say
think
that.
you should tell them
Lydia's
the
got the glass
truth
from the
that
frame of the
you
door.
were
You just
attacked
say you
by
fell
a
on that.
ghost.
Oh, ooh, even better.
Yeah, you just
As you all begin to coax various stories of what happens once you clear the grounds, there's a low humming sound. When you all look back, there's a small, dark sphere above the asylum, and then a sudden, not silent, but a low thumping sound as that sphere vanishes, and as it completely evaporates, the rest of the asylum vanishes as well, and that sphere that evaporated just kind of like just leaves a crater filled with black liquid. It sloshes a little bit. You just see it's just a pool of dark water.
Well, we're definitely not telling anyone we hung around the old asylum today.
Yeah.
And now there's a pool of black water in the actual world when we had only seen it before on the other side, correct?
The quarantine zone is filled with black water.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, great. Yeah, no, there's nothing ominous about that.
It's totally fine.
I didn't think I was gonna get out of there. I got stuff to finish. I can't be getting taken out by some freak.
She's not a freak.
They summoned shadows and stabbed through a steel door. That is not normal human stuff.
It's pretty freaky, honestly.
Now that, can we say that we're all alone again? Just to the group?
Yeah, I think they probably buggered off.
If you want the rest of the NPCs to move on, they will move on.
Yeah, I just feel like Tiffany wouldn't bring up all of the stuff that she found out with all of them around. Just because I feel like if we talked about our shit in front of them, they would think we're crazy, even though they just went through that moment the same as us.
Even though
but
they
yeah,
just
Kevin-
witnessed the same shit.
Kevin is going to glance to Tiffany and Joanne and just say, "We need to talk about some shit at some point." And he says, "I'm gonna get my friend to the hospital."
Sounds good.
Just gonna nod.
And they all break off.
All right. And at that point, she's going to turn to the group and be like, all right, all that shadows and shit, I don't know where she got that kind of magic, but she legitimately was just like all of us at one point. She was legitimately just a kid who had all of this weird fucking shit happen to her. And instead of letting her live with that and talk about it and share her experiences with it so she could actually process everything she went through, they stuck her in a fucking asylum by herself in a locked room where she couldn't talk to anyone. And it broke her. It broke her. That's what I saw in there. I saw visions of what went on in there. And yeah, what she did was incredibly fucked up, and she hurt people. And that's not okay. But at the same time, she is a victim of her circumstances, and it could have easily been any one of us.
The difference is it wasn't us. And that's not an excuse that I want to give to the victims of her circumstance.
That Tiffany looks at Lydia and is just like, are you okay?
Still standing.
Yeah. Lydia's alive. And
Could have been worse.
it could have been much worse.
Could have
The
been a
others,
lot worse.
the others are alive. And
The only reason I'm even trying to not quite defend her, but like tell her story in this way with a sympathetic light is because I'm sure she only ever hears people telling the horror story of her. And when people insist that you're evil, it's kind of hard not to be.
she's not doing a good job of telling her story in a positive light. She attacked us.
Yeah.
She couldn't tell her story though.
But what you're saying would be fine for Bigfoot, who's not actively hurting people willingly, choosingly. It's fine if they're a victim of circumstance and not perpetrating evil of their own. She's not a victim. She's a product of horrible things, but she is
People can
continuing
change.
the legacy. People can change. You're right.
You
But
have to give the olive branch to have them have the opportunity to change. You can't just expect them to change on their own without someone to talk through shit with.
But what happened
don't
when
have-
you and Joanne tried to talk to her? She chose violence.
Well, I talked to her and told her not to hurt you, and she left.
But what happened when you and Joanne tried to talk to her? She chose violence.
Well, I talked to her and told her not to hurt you, and she left. Well, I talked to her and told her not to hurt you, and she left.
She left when she got something that she wanted.
Yeah, your blood. Who knows what she's gonna do with that?
Probably just a friendship bracelet or something. Come on.
All right, you had me in the first half.
Lydia
now
just
you.
laughed. Lydia's just gonna laugh like maniacally, be like, "You literally hang out in an occult store. There is an entire section of recipes of what you could do with blood. You could probably bring down the moon with a drop of it." You
Blood's
should be
not
a
special, though. My blood's
Oh boy.
gross and red.
I don't even practice the occult, and I know that that's not true. Oh boy.
If anything, blood is the most precious resource you could give somebody, honestly. It has
I think
everything
an
about you in
organ
it.
would be.
I
But
think.
yeah, I understand where all of you are coming from, and I agree with you.
I think that if we can
When
reach
we're
her,
dealing with this stuff, we have to look at it from their perspective at the same time as our perspective. Otherwise, we're just going to run around hurting people the same as them.
I don't agree with you. I fundamentally don't agree with that. We have to look at this from the perspective that we need to survive the bullshit that's going on here, the same way that she had to survive. But we can make the choice not to fall into whatever fucking line of reasoning she fell into that made her want to kill random people. Alright? We need to survive. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're trying to do. And we kind of fucked that up by coming here, and we can make the right choice next time and not put ourselves into danger. Fuck.
V is going to look at Lydia while she says this, and to avoid the pot calling the kettle black. When people decide to go down this route, they usually can't be reasoned with. There's a reason that there's an edge, and when you choose to cross over that edge, there's no coming back up. I hear you in what you're saying, but like Tracy says, I don't agree, because she only stopped because you gave her something she wanted. That's not how, one, friendships, and two, how you reason with people that are legitimately unhinged. This isn't like she was put in there when she had no reason to be. If we had spoken to that Olwen, I could understand. But this is
She
not that
probably
Olwen.
just doesn't know how to have friends.
The girl who wanted friends and who experienced all that trauma is dead, and what's left is whatever we just fought in there.
I don't think we should make excuses for her.
I just
Because
wonder if she's connected to anything else that we've been going through lately, because
Everything's connected. It's all connected.
then maybe she'll have help for us later, since I gave her help this time.
I think Lydia hearing the line of like she only stopped when like she got something that she wanted, and just start walking away and take the glass shiv that she had from the doorway and just like, if there's a nearby tree or something, just like boom, toss it at it.
Lydia? And V is following behind her.
I think Tracy goes over to see what Joanne's doing. Where Joanne's at.
Joe's quiet. She's not looking at anyone else, just kind of to her axe and the etched part there.
Are you okay? That's a stupid question. How are you feeling?
Like I failed here. Like I failed.
Failed at what?
I don't know. It should have gone different.
you're not responsible for this. You're not the one who makes things happen. You didn't fail to do anything. You succeeded at surviving, despite the odds. That's how I see it.
Thanks, Tracy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's all I feel like I failed too. But
Just gonna hug Tracy if she'll allow it.
yeah. Tracy definitely wanted to hug Joanne earlier, so she's leaning on into the hug, and it's very reciprocal. She just didn't want to, like, just out of nowhere hug without gauging feelings. But yeah. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. With all the trauma that you have associated with this place. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm here.
I was with you guys. It was okay.
It's not okay. We should have never come here. We should have never given into the fucking peer pressure. Those idiots. Should have stuck to my guns. Should have said no. Meant it.
We can't change the past now, can we?
Sorry, that was the other show where you could change the past. It was all about Groundhog's Day loops. Sorry.
We were that.
Yeah, were you them? It probably would have ended differently too.
Yeah.
Kill God, it's fine.
That's still the list, but still.
Yeah.
Kill God, become God, control time.
Goals.
True. IRL. Yeah, so I think Tracy just leans into a big hug before I guess we decide how we're getting home from this.
Random don't ask, don't tell hospital.
Yeah, we gotta figure that one out too.
I mean, how bad is Lydia's... God, I can't believe I'm saying this. How bad
yeah.
is her stabbing?
So Tracy, while you're talking to Joanne, V, you followed Lydia over. Did you all want to see?
Yes, because my girlfriend is upset at something that I probably said. just following Lydia.
What?
Are you all right? You're hurt for one, but how are you doing?
I think Lydia's face probably at this point is looking a bit more like the friend, and she'll just turn back towards V and be like, I tried to tell her it's a waste of time. This was a waste of time. We almost died in there. I wouldn't. Everything would have been for nothing. I would have just thrown everything away. Everything I was working for.
Yeah. But remember that you did want to come here. So
I wanted to come here to help everybody else, and y'all are kissing and making out in the back rooms while I'm trying to figure all this out.
I didn't kiss or make out with anybody. In fact,
Regardless, you're all making buddy with the people that I was. The only reason I came here was to protect everybody, and the little voice in my head has been saying that it's been a waste of time, and clearly it was.
No,
because everybody just handled it themselves, and I just wasted time that could have been used better. Could have been used to.
She's wrong. It wasn't a waste of time. We were able to fix that problem, which was the whole point, without having to do what she wanted you to do. And I know what she wanted you to do, and that would have made more problems than help anybody. You could have just stayed with us and had a normal night. We're still teenagers, even if we aren't here anymore. We could have just relaxed and fixed the problem this way. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. And that's the goal, right? Was making sure they're not a problem. And maybe if it's some consolation to her, I still beat the fuck out of one of them, so is that enough?
It's not the other kids, it's us. I'm spending so much time and energy thinking about how to keep everybody safe, and I have things I need to do.
It's not your responsibility to keep them safe.
Well, then every time I try to go off on my own to finish what I started, everybody says I can't go off on my own.
You went off on your own tonight, and you did just fine. I think you're more than capable of handling what you need to do. And while I will be the first one there to protect you when the moment comes, I don't have to keep you on a short leash or worry about you doing something that'll mess things up. I'll be in your corner if somebody speaks and says that you shouldn't go off on your own, because tonight showed me you can, and you did. You're more than capable, and you didn't run off on your own. We knew you went off. That's the difference between the way some people in this group works. I knew where I could find you if things went bad. I think that's leagues more responsible and resourceful and a better way to show that you can handle yourself.
I just want to get this done so that she can shut up. And
Yeah.
that we can just end this whole damn thing, because I'm so tired of trying to fix this whole goddamn problem. I'm so tired of us constantly having to get into trouble to figure out just how to survive the next trouble. And I'd like to just walk up and handle it. But of course, I have to hide our identities because I don't want... Logical me doesn't want everybody else getting involved and in danger. But systematically logical me wants to just walk up and handle this. But I've got everybody else to worry about. I've got to worry about either their safety or getting them dragged into this with me. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm already dead. Something happens to me, big fucking whoop. They're not dead.
What if we try to have faith in their abilities then? Because they continue to surprise us. They show that they can handle themselves too.
And how do you think they're going to react when I tell them what I have to do? Especially you and Tracy. I heard exactly what you guys thought about our little friend taking matters into their own hands tonight.
Something starts to nag at the back of your mind, and you hear a voice in your own head. Who cares what they think? We have a job to do.
You know how I feel about it. I've been supportive and helping how I can this whole time. And that hasn't changed.
Oh, it's going to change the moment I have to look everybody in the eyes and say, hey, by the way, I got a little job to do. Mind waiting outside?
Sometimes it's just gonna have to be that way. Tell them. If they don't like it, then they have to get through me.
Just... This whole thing is just
It's fucked. It's all terrible. But
It's
we're
pot
gonna
meat
have
kettle.
to. Yeah, it is. Which is why my stance on this situation is what it was. You're not this girl. Your circumstances are different. And I'm not making excuses for you doing what you need to do. You're not choosing to take it out on people who have nothing to do with it. More importantly, you're not a victim. You're owning your shit and making it yours and getting what you deserve.
I saw a lot tonight. And I swear I don't know. Looking at that person tonight, there was just little glimpse that almost looked like me.
Nah, you're too cute to be her. I was more than willing to hit that punchable face.
Alright, let's just not keep everybody waiting. I don't need them asking any more questions than they're probably already filled in their heads with.
Yeah, I could just tell them we were making out.
Tiffany,
Mm-hmm.
Fee and Lydia have gone off on their own, and Tracy and Joanne have gone off on their own. While you're waiting for them, you hear a few disembodied whispers, and from the viewer's point of view, there's a shadow that runs across the tree. When you turn and look, you see a figure in the distance standing there, hands in the pockets of the hoodie, with the smiling crayon drawing mask, just staring.
Ghost shit.
Yeah, ghost shit. And she said something about if we don't die, we'll open it. And we can't open it.
Open
Don't
what?
open it. She didn't say. It was just in my head. I heard her words. It was her voice. She said, we can't open it. Don't open it. I have no idea what it is. I tried to ask, but there was nothing. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about, Joe. When we were in there, it seemed like you knew her.
I've done some research on this asylum before.
Yeah? Do tell.
Yeah. One of the stories I found was about her incident.
Okay.
Not really much more to tell.
You didn't, know her personally or anything?
Never met her in person before.
Okay. What do you know of her story?
She shouldn't have been here. This wasn't the place for her. She should have never been here. It's... Joe's gonna squeeze a bit harder onto Tracy.
Yeah, Tracy is literally just trying not to be a butt in the conversation, but definitely providing strong emotional support to Joe during this. Are you okay? We can stop talking about it if it's too much.
I like to stop talking about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just so you know, you never should have been in there either. And I'm sorry that you were.
All right.
Thanks.
We should probably figure out how to get home.
Well, we have
Yeah,
to...
what's the plan? Where are you all going?
Well,
Some of
we
you
might
probably
need to-
have some very angry parents.
Yeah, we need to get her some medical attention, I think, first things first.
Yeah. I told my parents I was staying out at a sleepover, and now it seems like everyone hates each other.
I don't remember what I said to my parents.
You tricked your parents.
Oh, based.
I don't think it was that based because I think it kind of fucked me and V a little bit.
Oh,
No.
Jesus.
That was a joke.
Oh, that was true. Oh, yeah, screw you.
Forgot about that.
Unintentionally, but Joe said she'd stay over at B's for the night.
Ah, yes. B's house, address room A32.
Right. Well,
Rain, did you say something?
So, sorry.
I did, but I was muted. Yeah. Thankfully, we didn't give an address.
So we should probably figure out some sort of hospital situation, because vodka's nice and all, but it can fix a lot of things, but I don't think it can fix a gaping hole in one's abdomen.
No, I need to get Lydia I need to get Dahlia, because now we have to produce fake IDs and stuff to a hospital.
Look, I made a fake ID. I didn't make a fake health insurance card or anything.
I could work on How did we asked, but we never? I don't recall getting the answer. How bad is this cut? Is this something that can be stitched and bandaged?
You can stitch and band. It would be a roll that you make.
I will stitch and bandage her because I'm sure this is something we prepared for.
Let's see. Usually lead is the healing one, but what?
Tracy, you good at first aid?
What
I'm
role
pretty
would you
decent.
stay? If you can give me a reason for other roles, then yeah.
Oh, I don't.
I
I
don't
don't
mind
have a good reason
trying to
for
help.
another roll. I'm gonna.
I break stuff. I don't fix them.
I'm gonna force body this healing.
The only thing I could even remotely justify is tinkering, but
Yeah.
That would
Well, I
be
got
like the
one-
hot cauterization.
Oh my god.
Um,
Terrifying.
But yeah, no. Please sew her guts back in.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is gonna hurt.
she caught you through a door. It's you didn't get the whole blade. It'd be worse if it went through your leg.
Yeah, that kid is gonna have a story to tell when he gets to the hospital.
I hope it's not a story that involves us.
Yeah, as long as not us, they're fine.
Well, we definitely didn't make sure they didn't hear somebody say Lydia, so.
why would you do that in the presence of Lydia?
No, I picked it up both times. Y'all slipped.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Could this scene count as a scene in the hideout where we are taking care of each other?
Yeah, I figured that was what this was. We're back at the hotel because that's where we told the people who have parents that look in on them are expecting us to be.
Well, I'm looking at the conditions thing, and it says if the kids spend time at the hideout, taking care of each other, you can heal all conditions.
That would be a scene, though.
Oh, we were just running it.
I mean, one scene to heal all our conditions versus having to all of us individually go and find anchors.
Yeah. To the hideout orgy place. What?
I know some of you were comforting others, but I don't feel like it's quite there as far as clearing conditions yet. Because some of you were still angry.
I was feeling like those four did it, and I would have to go off on my own and try to figure out a way to heal my conditions, just because they all were genuinely taking care of each other.
I don't know. Lydia and Joanne still seemed upset. Tracy too. He's concerned. So I'm gonna say that that doesn't feel like everyone has been comforted to the point of having their conditions healed.
Fair.
Does or does not?
Does not.
Fair.
You set the groundwork. It doesn't feel like they're there yet. So you would have to roleplay that.
Okay.
But yeah, if the scene can change and you all made it back to the apartment or hotel that you all are staying in, and we have a scene of Lydia being stitched up. Whether it's probably V and Tracy helping out with that.
Yeah.
Joe's holding a towel for her to bite onto.
And I'm the leg rest.
Aww.
Just like through the towel, like.
Were you hurt too, by the way?
Yeah, I got a little cut, but I should
Come
be
over
fine.
here. Let me fix you up afterwards.
Okay, if you're sure. I could
I-
just wash it out with soap really good.
Let me help you.
Are you sure?
We're in this together now. We take care of each other.
Okay, if you think so, I
demand
would be
some.
glad for the help.
Let me see your
Demand.
wound.
Okay.
After I finish with these stitches.
Yeah, okay. Fair, yeah. Yeah.
Don't get fancy with it. Just make sure that everything stays inside.
Oh, but you deserve fancy. You're
Crochet this
fancy.
shit closed.
Cameras are down again.
Gonna try to do my neatest stitch work.
Just don't waste all the the red. I have a feeling we're probably gonna need more of it.
Get more. At least that we don't have to come up with a gambit to steal. We can just buy that.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Just tell me it at least looks cool.
Looks so badass.
That's gonna be a cool ass scar, legitimately. Scars are hot.
Agreed.
Oh, hold up. I actually have to check my artwork really quick. I guess it's kind of been visible, but you'll definitely notice, since you're now fixing Lydia's abdomen, that she has a tattoo across her lower stomach that says variant.
Yeah, if we didn't notice the other night, it's kind of bad.
What does that mean?
Man,
Well, what does what mean?
What is variant?
Oh,
she said something about a variant.
we were called variants the whole time by my parents before.
Wow. I never knew.
Does it mean?
I'm not 100% sure, but I guess for me it means remembering who I am.
But you're you.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I understand, but it just feels like calling someone a variant would be mean. Did your parents make you get that tattooed on your body?
No. It was me. I tried to explain before, but I have theories about what's happened with me, and I don't know, the probably just the rebellious teen energy to mark yourself. You know,
I get that.
kind
Oh,
of.
it looks
I
nice.
mean, I don't, but I understand why you would do it, is what I'm saying. Sorry. Like, I can understand wanting to take control of your life in the only ways you feel like you can. And sometimes that's just shit you can do with your body because it's your body. So it's something you can control. And I understand that. And
I'm just gonna lean back, like look at the tattoo, and probably look back over to V and just like hands up, like I got somebody talking in my head. There's something else in
really,
there, and
my little sister has been saying the same thing.
I think this is probably very different from a cult. I think this is more timey-wimey stuff.
Oh,
Think it's another you from a loop?
This
It's a theory, but Joe's thinking along the lines of my theory. Yeah. She just leaves over like, you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Well, you know, like, you know the whole butterfly effect thing, right? Where it's like, if you were to,
Ashton Kutcher.
yeah, if you were to go back in time, and if you had knowledge of the future, you go back in time, and that kind of screws things up. Well,
so you think you have a future you in your head?
I think I have another me. I think I have a conflicting me because we went through all of that before together and everything kind of reset, but we still remembered everything. And I just kind of wonder if in what universe would I have actually ran off to work with my father? It wouldn't have been a universe that I willingly wanted to do that, knowing what he's done. And I don't know, maybe there's. I want him to pay. And I don't know, maybe there's just those two different conflicting Lydias. So I put variant there to, I don't know, maintain some sort of belonging. Like, this is me. This is my space, not yours. I just don't know if it's working.
That's super cool.
They're just talking so often. And I know until I do what she says or what she wants, it's they're just gonna keep talking.
What did you want?
Well, what was I trying to protect you all from in the first place?
Being pulled into the loop?
I don't know. I just got here.
Trying to protect you from my parents.
I don't know, man. I just got here.
I don't know what's going on. I just got here. But my father and mother hunted us down. I watched my. And you know, if my parents wanted to hunt us down like dogs, well, part of me wants to hunt them down like dogs.
Would your parents want to hunt you like dog?
Her parents aren't great people.
Really not, honestly.
If there's a redeeming quality to my parents, then they redeemed it a long time ago for money and power. It's why I'm dead. I don't
You're
have
dead.
a home to go back to. Yeah, like we're dead. But you have a home that you could go back to when this is all over. I'm not going back.
Debatable.
Your mom will love you. Your mom will slap the shit out of you, but your mom will love you.
You know that if I go back to my home, you're welcome there, right?
I'm aware.
So you have a home to go back to. Don't be so dramatic.
I just hope I'll be able to go back to him. Like I said, there's a part of me that wants to see my parents suffer.
I know platitudes are bullshit, but wherever you love, that's home. Wherever you can be where you feel love, where you get to experience it, where you get to share it, that's home. If you find that, you're all set.
I'm just. I thought this whole thing through pretty well, and the more I've traveled with you guys, the more I've realized I really have nothing left to lose. I didn't really care what kind of trouble I got myself into trying to get this done, but you all have plenty that you could still lose, and I'm sorry for being really short-sighted on that. I could be as reckless as I want.
I don't want to lose you, though.
I know, but I also don't really need to destroy your lives.
Our lives are already pretty fucking destroyed. Well,
I don't know. I have a
some
pretty
worse
good
than
life.
others.
You all still got families.
Yeah.
You still have us.
I know.
You have me, even though you don't really know me, but you know, my experiences of you have been good, and I like you. I want to keep you safe. Oh, by the way, whatever it is, don't open it.
Is it this wound? Because it
Well,
stings.
Don't
That-
open that either.
don't
I've been
open
working my
that.
ass off on these. Do not.
Joe's actually gonna put you in our
I'm
ours
best
through your
friends with
bits.
you,
Like,
but
no.
this might hurt me.
I'm just gonna like point over to V, like, just can you get me one of the big bandages so I don't go picking at this thing? I'm a scab picker. I'm sorry.
Slap. You get the gauze and bandage. You're not.
Yes.
You put cones on her hands.
Yeah. You get a cone
no,
of shame
Don't
for
make
sure.
me.
Lydia canonically is a scab picker. She will just sit there and be like,
You know, I
She'll
pick at
poke
scabs
at it.
too. It's fine. It's so nice when those get yanked off.
I mean, you
So she
have
would
to
go-
pick at the scabs. You can rewash the wound, obviously.
Even if she wasn't picking at it, Lydia would be playing with the stitch just because it's like raised and be like, "Boop, boop, boop, boop."
God
So
damn it,
just-
he's playing a fidget with.
Yeah, it's something to fidget with. So just gauze that shit up and just lock it down.
You're going
Give you
to
a panda
overwhelm me
click.
on this with you. I'm so sorry.
It's
You're
fine.
going to be
Like-
covered in bandages.
It's
How
fine.
fucking often does scary shit like this happen around y'all?
Tons.
Too often.
There's a reason that when like you met us, we had guns and we're running from a evil corporation. It's a regular Monday.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I was kind of trying to stay the fuck away, because
Yeah. Yeah,
Good
exactly.
thing my dad's an insurance salesman. I don't have to worry about that. Glances at camera.
Life insurance. Sorry I drank all your alcohol.
Don't
Tracy.
apologize. I brought it to be drunk. I was hoping it would happen to conduce kissing and having fun in a haunted house instead of this.
I think other me might have a different alcohol intolerance.
Yeah. Well,
oh, shit,
that
Connie
wound
smells my
hurt
panties.
makes me travel.
Again, everyone, I'm sorry that I was that. Like, seeing her story just made me feel like it could be any of us that it happens to next. So I'm sorry for trying to make you empathize with someone who literally had just tried to hurt us.
I mean, you don't entirely need to apologize. I'm well aware of the parallels here. You said that she was just locked away in a white room until put to the brink of insanity. I was sitting in a white room until I was put to the
And then
brink of
she
insanity,
found.
and while I'm not actively hurting anybody, I'm
Yeah. And after they drove her insane, she probably found the other side again and found her while she was there. And that's what created who she is.
I just want all of you to be on guard, I suppose. You know, I told you what I'm planning on doing, and
No, you kind of glossed over that.
Yeah, what are you
You told us what the
trying to do?
effect is what you're planning to do. You didn't say what you're planning to do.
I said that we were hunted down by my parents, and there's a part of me that wants to hunt them down. Take with that what you will.
V is
But
just gonna cough.
I'm just gonna say right now, don't get in my way. And not as a threatening way, as in a, I don't know if you'll get hurt or not.
It's really easier just to let her to have this.
If getting in your way is the only way to keep you safe, you can hurt me all you want.
V is just going to casually lift up the bat and point it towards Tiffany. She's not going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt you.
Just don't
That was
give
the mean
her,
one.
just don't give her that mental permission. But anywho, I pouring out my heart and getting stitched has made me exhausted.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
There's still time to order pizza.
Perfect idea.
I'm gonna lay down and you could just shove a slice in my mouth.
Eating
And just flop
would be great.
back.
Can we all take turns?
Phrasing. I was like phrasing, so much phrasing.
God damn it.
Wait, what are we taking turns doing?
Sliding it into her mouth.
Pizza.
Oh,
Lydia's just gonna roll over onto her stomach, face down the pillow.
You
like
can't lay on the wound, it's still fresh. And rolls her back over.
rolls back over.
So much work wasted.
are you gonna do
Didn't
mine
undo
now?
it all. It just hurt like a.
Yes, I'm gonna do yours now.
It's like this little paper cut.
I'm gonna order us a fuck ton of pizza.
Oh my god, please.
That would be so good.
You know what's gonna be the worst part? We're gonna open that door with the pizza delivery. It's gonna be frickin' giggles and catch.
Now it will be.
Hey, Giggles and Catch.
I mean,
How do y'all know Giggles and Catch?
Wait, you know that?
Oh, they're my mom's friends.
Good friends, wink wink.
If it's the
mustache.
same Giggles and Catch, but I don't know if
All right, you
there are
describe
many.
you describe yours, and we'll describe the coincidentally similar named in a town of, probably 1,000 people. Go ahead, tell us what they look like. Just out
she
of
describes
curiosity.
them perfectly.
Mm.
God, you'd think they would diversify or something. Why does everybody know everybody here?
It's a small town.
Yeah, it's rhetorical.
Quick question: does everybody feel like they've been comforted?
Lydia does.
Pretty
Yes.
comforting.
Did anybody actually comfort V?
No.
It's like, did anybody actually comfort V? So I will say no.
Yeah, no. Did
my wound is getting dressed, but I don't
I'll
know
stick
if
with
I've
mine.
been comforted. I'm doing comforting. I'm asking questions that make it easier to be comforting.
I think Joe's gonna be the only one available to comfort V because
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting my stomach
True.
I was actually gonna go over to lean on V. Like,
How you doing?
Oh, everybody else.
I'm gonna do a quick interposed scene here. As you mentioned, giggles and catch. The scene changes.
Can't hear you, hon.
Shae,
Yeah,
camera,
push talk.
mic.
Sorry, thank you. As you mentioned, Giggles and Catch, the scene changes briefly, and we see the hospital. There's Chet kind of like laying in the hospital bed with their leg up in a cast. And the doctor leaves the room briefly, and Giggles kind of like walks to the entryway and knocks the door, and says, "What's his last name? I haven't given him a last name."
I don't remember their first name.
I don't know.
Hogarth.
Oh my God.
Hogarth.
Hughes.
Hogarth, oof. Good old hog hug.
Okay.
Hoghug.
All right. She knocks on the side of the door and says, "Chet Hogarth?" And he kind of like looks up and says, "I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened." He goes, yeah, it's just a mugging. I'm fine." He's like, "We'd like to ask you a few questions." And then Catch rounds the corner too, and she turns and shuts the door to interview him.
Mm-hmm.
But then we're back to this scene here.
Yeah, I think Joe probably really needs to comfort V after Lydia just dumped all of the chaos that V's been having to.
So
Right.
has only Lydia been comforted?
Apparently.
Everybody but V, pretty much.
Yeah, it sounded like V was the only one not comforted.
I mean,
Just trying, Kurt. Like,
let's be real. Just being able to hang out, talk openly, and like bullshit at the same time as like checking in on emotional shit. That's as good as emotional support can get, really.
Okay. As the camera once again moves back to here, we see a few nondescript white vans drive by on the road, heading in the direction towards where the asylum used to be. But camera zooms back in on through the window where you all are resting.
Joe's gonna go over to V and just kind of give her a nudge.
Hmm?
How you holding up? We kind of touch base with everyone but you.
Oh, I'm not hurt. Like, she has a couple of nicks and stuff from the fight, but I just feel like this was a wild night and I'm very tired. Trying to keep everybody together and not killing each other is exhausting.
Yeah. It was hard without you guys, without you last time, but
There's a knock at the door.
I think that's the pizza. She'll go to the door.
Hey, how's it going?
you?
Did not say your name. Hi.
Did Joe not say Hugh?
No.
Okay, my mistake. Didn't the pizza guy.
Q is the pizza.
I think she said it was hard without you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I misheard that. Sorry, I'm so in tune to hearing that phrase.
Listen, it was also hard without Hugh, but that's not,
True.
not really where we were going.
Okay, so it's not Hugh.
Yeah. Was there a knock at the door, or was that a...
It's a pizza guy, it's fine.
Okay, they'll pay for the pizza. There's food.
So, you need someone to lean on? Because we've been kind of leaning on you for help, and no one takes care of you.
And shit. I
Get
don't.
it out, Lydia. Do it.
She's like,
Let it
fuck. She's like, fuck. People actually asking about me for a change. How do I handle this?
Let out your frustrations. Everybody sucks.
I
Do
mean,
you want to talk outside or in the washroom, or?
no. And she kind of looks over to the bed to see if Lydia is asleep from pain medication or anything.
She will be asleep if you want her to be.
Okay. She's just gonna go, you know what? Let's go outside. I could use a smoke because that's something that apparently was part of this character's personality before I got rid of her cigarette and lighters. So she does do the courteous thing and goes outside to smoke.
Joe's gonna go with you.
Where do I even begin?
Well,
This time away from you guys was for your own good. Lydia thinks it was protecting you guys, but I'm gonna be honest, it was to also protect you from her. She's kind of gone off the deep end, and I've been an anchor to that. But her goal is set, and I do not feel that I should stop her from her ultimate goal. When she gets there, I'm gonna let her have it, because if anybody deserves to have that closure, it's her. I've kept her from making it worse, but there's no going back from what she's doing. But it's something that she's going to need to get done in order to be herself again. And it's not my place to elaborate on that any further, but keeping what I know inside is a bit rough. But it's not going to be anything that will put us in any more danger than where we already are. So that's at least something.
keeping it inside is gonna hurt you more, though. You don't have to tell me. Don't have to tell anyone related to the situation. Just let it out. Trust me, just let it out. Don't hold it in.
It's probably easier just to leave it at that. I don't have anything here that I can smash. So.
Well, you have to pay for it. You smashed it, and then you lose the hotel room and everything.
Yeah, I don't... Like, sure, I could put the deposit in, but no.
Joe's gonna motion, like, do you want a hug?
So I'll hug back.
Joe's gonna motion her, hug her tightly, like... Not the best at comforting people, but I always want to try to help.
Yeah. Oh, nothing else you remembered to ask.
You put up a front sometimes, and it can be hard to see through it.
Somebody has to be the strong one.
I tried that last time, and didn't go well.
Well, either way, good talk.
Yeah.
All right.
Want to go eat?
Yeah, V's gonna go in and eat a box of pizza.
Joanne, just as you're about to enter, you're the one who exchanged numbers with Trevor, right?
Yes. Yes.
There is a message on your phone.
What's it say?
It says, "Meet me at precisely 11:34," and then gives you a location near where, like at these coordinates, and gives you a location near where the Loop Foundation is. And it says, "If you still want to help."
Just get a message back tonight? Question mark.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay. Well, that'll be a conversation for tomorrow morning.
All right. As y'all go back inside, just kind of winding down through whatever this evening was, the scene changes again, and we see one of those hovercrafts kind of moving over the trees, and then slowly coming to land near where this new crater filled with the dark liquid is. And as it lands, a little platform kind of like sliding out. A group of people step out, being led by a woman. The camera kept over her back shoulder as she comes to the edge of this crater and stares down in it with no reflection staring back. And she raises one of those fancy cigarettes on a stick kind of thing before tossing it into the liquid. And she says, "Well, seems like the destroyer's on the move." Then as she turns and starts to walk back, again, the camera missing her face, if only just. But she starts giving commands to people, telling them to set up around the perimeter, block the area off, start sending in probes, that sort of thing. And as she's stepping back on the hovercraft, she says, "Oh, and one more thing. Get Matthias on the line and tell him to hurry up." And I think that's where we'll close the scene, and seeing as we have 15 minutes left, question mark.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yep, we can go ahead and close out here and pick this up again in 2 weeks.
Alrighty.
No, longer than that.
Hmm?
Oh, actually, no. We should be good on the 7th. Yeah, we should be good on the 7th.
Woo.
Unless my family plans something else, but 7th tentative. Alrighty, questions close out?
Yes, closing questions. Did you participate in the session?
No.
Yep.
Okay, yes.
Did, with a capital D, only because it's the first word in the sentence, your problem with a capital P or relationships with a capital R get you into trouble with a capital T?
Yes.
Yep.
You're all horrible people, and we're gonna die for it.
Were you broken with a capital B and forced to take a scar with a capital S?
No, because you won't let me.
I tried! I gave you something hard.
Yeah, I used a scar. I'm proud of that.
Shae definitely tried to get somebody a scar tonight.
It was an emotion episode.
Emotional damage.
I mean, Joe and V fought someone who could split their own timeline.
I could just give you scars if you want them.
Gimme. Fuck me up, fam.
Alright, I'll plan something then. Number 4. Did you put yourself in harm's way to resolve the mystery?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And did you learn something new? If so, what?
Yeah, we all learned a lot today, guys.
Joe's a composer.
Lydia's got a goal of killing her entire family.
Her cousins and uncles are fine.
Yeah, her grandfather should be okay.
Yeah, like
It's just the immediate family.
Yeah, that's fine.
He gives her hard candy, and he's not racist, surprisingly.
Yeah,
He's the not racist grandpa.
he still kind of thinks that women should be in the kitchen, but
He doesn't bring it up.
Women shouldn't be wearing pants, but
yeah,
No,
but he's still like,
fucked
you do
up.
you.
If they're in the kitchen, how are they going to clean the rest of the house? Oh,
he's usually placated if they bring
I'm
him a
sorry.
sandwich
That's
first.
terrible.
It's all right. Like
That is terrible, yeah.
you're good.
Yeah. All right, got that out of the way. We've been canceled. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Isn't there one more?
Did you learn something new? That's the last
Oh,
one.
that's the last one? Okay.
There are 5.
Got 4.
4, 5. Okay, yeah. That's a 4.
Yep.
I guess I'll put a point
It
to
was
move body
fun
finally.
today, everybody.
That was a
What
lot of
did you say?
fun.
Yeah.
Outros.
Ooh.
Starting
Outro.
with Doogler.
Damn it.
Ah.
Hey, everybody. Yep, fuck you, Ren. Hey, everybody, I'm Doogler93. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch under the same name. And I do art. I have email commissions open, and I should be on streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, unless something comes up. And I will popcorn over to Zaunis.
Hi everybody, I'm Zaunis, not safe for work artist, tabletop RPG artist. You can find me on Twitter and Tumblr.com/Zaunis, and I was playing Lydia Tinsley, Popcorn and Crime.
From Crimson Galaxy, and again, that is Krimsi. Ah, my hand's stupid. I've been drawing with it, and it doesn't want to work right anymore. Krimsin, because I'm not me without a little bit of sin. My pronouns are they, them, she, and they, and I was playing, the Seeker girl, likes all the spooky stuff. She's cool. You can find me on Twitter at sin_gal. You can find me both here and on Twitch at crimson_galaxy_RPG. On every second and fourth Monday of the month, except for this coming second Monday, we're going to be having a week. We're going to be taking that week off. So next month, the fourth Monday of the month, you can find me playing Power Rangers Arcanites over on twitch.tv/The Initiative Order. And on every second Sunday for now, you can still catch me playing over on twitch.tv/Cybernation Uncensored in a Monster of the Week campaign called Ghost Hunters, where we are essentially trying to capture all of the ghosts from the movie 13 Ghosts, because, that's a story that someone wanted to run, and I thought it would be fun, so I applied, and I got it, and it's really fun. And, yeah. All right, popcorn. Let's do Pat.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Pat, aka Spider Queen Long. I'm desperately trying to finish my bloody book, but until it's done, you can find me. Well, actually, after it's done, you can probably find me here too. I co-run the Diesel Shot channel, and right now we currently have a Monday show called High Roads, which has been going on for quite some time now, and shows no signs of stopping. And we are also doing kind of a grab bag, show up if you want barotrauma game on Tuesdays. It's been going pretty well. Yeah, that's about what I've got going on right now. You can find me various places on the internet. But enough about me. Popcorn 2. Who hasn't gone yet? It might be the last one.
I
Aside from
talked
Rindis
for
and
too
Shae.
long, and
Yeah,
I
Shae,
forgot
Shae, and
who was left.
then I'll close out. If Zaunis
All
doesn't
right.
have anything.
Okay.
go
Hello,
with you.
everybody. I am Shae or ShaeTheFay on Twitch and Twitter. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but when we get back from vacation, I'm gonna be doing stuff. And stuff includes picking up a new game, which technically could be any day now, since pretty much all our games have gotten placed on hiatus for just the hecticness of life. But when we come back, we've got more games coming back. So I am going to be starting up a Change Star game. Could use a couple more players if anybody's interested. And I'll also be after this season of the game, which I how many more sessions of this season go. But I'll be doing one more season after this, at which point we're going to close down these chronicles. You know what? I don't know. We'll figure stuff out. I'm very flexible as far as this game goes because I love this game. Anyway, that's really it for me now. I do plan on getting more active again. That's just what's going. I'm sorry. That's about it for me.
All right.
Popcorn to Rindis.
Hey, that's me. Hi, Rindis, PartyWipeGames. Thank you for watching. Sorry for any technical difficulties. We will be on vacation, and then we will be hopefully getting the stream back up to a more reasonable schedule. That being said, I don't have anything else. So I saw Dog. Hi, Dog. Dog moved out of camera range. Anyways. Puffy. So that's me. I don't have anything else to add. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. We will see you again next time. Let me do a quick look to see if there is anybody on that we can throw our people over to.
My dog really wants my attention.
I don't see anybody but the GTA streamers. So not really.
Doogler, I'm not gonna lie, I did actually consider doing a time warp and then going to play Tales from the Loop with you all being kids.
Oh,
I would love that.
Ah,
Yes.
that would be so cool.
Air trope. Time shenanigans. Toss me in it, coach.
Shenanigans. So that being said, that might be on the roster too. So stay tuned for the next episodes, and we'll figure that out. Otherwise, have a great night. We'll see you later. Bye bye.